What do you think? Think you're ready for a first ride?
I think she's ready.
You think she's ready, huh? Good evening, friends. It's Alan here at the farm on Route 66. Sorry about the spot here. Some of you mentioned that I needed to check it out with the dermatologist, and I did, and they've burned it off. So anyway, that's just a little scab. But anyway, Blake has late practice this week, which is good for me because that means he has about an hour that I can get him to help me out here on the farm. And some of you have wondered, I see the N sign there for our live nativity there on the tack shed. But anyway, some of you have been asking, how do we decide what horses to buy, and why do we buy more horses if we don't have time to train the ones that we do have? So let me just explain a little bit of what we do, and come along as Blake and I, well, Blake mainly, does some stuff with the horses, and I'll take you along. Hope you enjoy. And as always, if you like our videos, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hopefully we can give you some stuff you'd like to watch in the future. Dolly's come along really good. She's really submitted and is kind, and I think she's about ready to put a first ride on. What do you think, Blake?
I think so.
Well, let me tell you a little bit, especially if you're new to our channel, but even those of you, all right, Tolman, I don't think that's how it's supposed to be done, buddy. But anyway, even if you're new to our channel, or I guess I started to say, even if you've been watching our channel for a while, you may wonder why we do some of the things we do. And so let me just explain a little bit. Here's some of our registered horses here. This is Clementine. She's a registered quarter horse filly. She's a yearling. And then I got Booger, that's only 4 months old. He's the little guy up there, and he is out of Chipper. Also, these are all registered quarter horses right here, those three. And then I've got this Palomino yearling stud from Martin's Quarter Horses, and he's something else. He's a beautiful colt, and I'm excited to see him grow up a little bit. So, and then you probably recognize Tolman. We raised him from a baby. He actually used to nurse on a goat, but he's grown up to be a nice big, what are you doing, buddy? He is so funny. Look at him scratch his neck. So he decided, he is one funny steer. Look at that, you got mud on your horn. You are a funny guy. Look at that, oh, don't you lick the camera. He about licked the camera there. And then here's Bucky. Oh, I'm sorry. Here is Spirit. We used to have a buckskin that we called Bucky, but this is Spirit. He was a wild 5-year-old stallion is what they told us. We brought him home, we've gilded him, and realized he's only about 2.5 years old, which is even better. And Blake has trained him so well that every time we show Spirit, someone wants to buy him, but he's not for sale, at least not right now. Blake's got some big plans with him and sure loves him. So that's a few of our horses here at the house. We have 66, which is our registered quarter horse roan stallion. He's Pepto-Bismol bred, and he's down across the freeway with Lex, which is another registered quarter horse that we have. So if you'll notice, most of those are our keepers right there. And when I say our keepers, that doesn't mean we'll never sell them, but they'll probably stay around here longer than most, or like Chipper and Lex, they'll be here for their whole life. And so some horses we keep around for a long time. I like to breed quarter horses. I love raising nice horses, and my grandpa had driftwood bred horses, and we've tried to perpetuate that bloodline, and I raised some really nice horses. But some of you know, or many of you know, that I buy and sell a lot of other horses that come off the reservation or just around here, and my goal with them is not necessarily to keep them for a long time, but the goal is to make money like any business. I try to sell them for more than what I paid for them, but also our goal is to have them leave the farm in a better condition than when they came. Oftentimes we'll get the stallions castrated, especially if they're older. We'll try to gentle them down and get them halter broke. If they're babies though, we don't keep them around long if they're young most of the time. Honestly, if you're trying to make money on colts, and when I say colts, some people have been pretty critical because they're like, a colt is a boy and a filly's a girl, and I get that, I know that, but a lot of times I just say colts as younger horses. But anyway, when I'm dealing with colts, to feed them for a long time is not gonna make you money. So I turn them around pretty fast. But if I can find a home for them where they're gonna be well cared for, and where the people can afford to feed them, and a lot of the reservation horses, I love the horses out there. Their minds are good. They've been raised out in the open where they've had to fend for themselves, so they're really tough horses, and they know how to go through washes and up hills and down through the sand and the rocks, and if a coyote or something jumps out, they've seen it before, a jackrabbit. Anyway, so I love the minds on those horses. But those young horses, a lot of them out there are not being managed well, so they may get bred at 1 year old if they come into heat. The younger ones, the stallions, haven't been cut. A lot of them don't have sufficient feed, and they've probably never been wormed, a lot of them, in their life. And so I get them here and I end up getting them wormed and halter broke, and then we try to find a good home for them. And most of them don't stick around here very long, the young ones. Like I say, it's not cost effective for me to put a lot of feed into them and a lot of time. So a lot of you are like, man, why do you buy so many? And well, I buy them, try to find them a good home, make a little money, and put them in a better situation than when I got them. But then you may wonder, well, why do I keep the ones I keep? And I'll explain. I'm actually walking towards the round pen, and I see Blake's about to get on Dolly for the first time. So here we go. How's she doing, bud?
She's doing really good. I've hopped up on both sides.
Show them what you were doing real quick. As I was talking down there, I could see Blake. He's flexing her head back on both sides, the way Uncle Levi taught us, and he's been putting some weight on both sides. We've never ridden her before, and the people we got her from said they had saddled her a couple times, but said she had not been ridden. So she's doing pretty good. Why don't you go on the other side for a second, and then what do you think? Think you're ready for a first ride?
I think she's ready.
You think she's ready, huh? She's sure not balking at it, is she?
She's doing really good.
Well, let's do it. Let's put a first ride on her, on Dolly here. Dolly Parton. Just kidding.
Dolly Parton, who's that?
Who's that? Oh, bud, we're gonna be in trouble. You said, who's that? Just kidding. She's a famous country singer from back in the 80s.
Back in the 80s, that's why.
That's why, huh?
She's still alive?
Oh, Blake. Dolly Parton, if you watch this, I'm sorry for my son's rudeness.
No, I'm
But-
serious. Like,
Yes, she's still alive. I was back in the 80s too. What are you
yeah, you're a
saying?
little kid in the 80s.
I was in high school in the 80s.
Yeah, still, she could have been like a 40-year-old singer, and that would have been 20 years ago.
She's
She
an
could be 80
amazing
years old.
singer. Those of you that like Dolly Parton, comment below, and I'm gonna make sure my son watches her sing tonight on a YouTube video or something. Dolly Parton, if you ever watch this, which we would be honored, I would love for you to sing us a song here on the farm on Route 66. So.
Yeah, I love country music. I haven't listened to Dolly Parton.
Okay, first ride. Let's see how this goes. Let's hope it's not too eventful. Some of you have wondered or said we shouldn't start a horse while they're pregnant, but there is differing opinions on that. Personally, when I was Blake's age, there you go, bud. Her ears are cocked a little bit, but she's going. When I was Blake's age, I had my first horse, actually, my first horse ever. And getting them to step out sometimes is the hardest thing for a new horse. They just don't know what that even means. Do you want me to put any pressure to get her to go just because she doesn't know what a kick means yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Anyway, my first horse that I ever owned was just a little res mare, and she was so gentle and broke, and we got her, and I learned to love horses and gain confidence. And anyway, went with some friends. We went on a 100-mile horseback trip for a week and came back, and 2 weeks later she had a baby. We didn't know we'd bought a pregnant horse. We just thought she was getting bigger because we were feeding her good. And
Bro, I literally think her baby just kicked.
I think it might
Like, no, I could feel it, like, boom.
we saw it. Oh,
See that?
I don't know if that's the baby or just kind of, yeah, that may have been the baby kicked it. Anyway, we won't put any real hard rides or anything on her, but we're just getting her used to some gentle little rides. We won't take her on a 100-mile horseback trip, but we may get her moving a little bit, and then
You want to put a little bit of pressure.
we're excited. Okay, I am going to put a little pressure. I have a whip here. I'm not going to whip her, but come on. There you go. So I'm just putting a little pressure just so she knows that she can walk forward, and see, that's just enough. Now a horse will stop when they want to go to the bathroom, which is
Hey, Saw.
Hey Saw, how are you? One of our Samoan friend here. He's a truck driver, and we met him a few weeks ago, and he's become like one of our children. So if you're Samoan, then comment. We'd love to know if we have any Samoan friends. Come on over, Saw. We'll put you on this wild horse. She's doing awesome, bud.
Yeah, she is.
This is the first time this horse has been ridden. Yeah. I started to say a horse will stop when they poop, but we want the horse to learn that they only stop when we ask them to stop, and he hadn't asked him to stop, so that's why I encouraged her to keep moving. And it won't hurt them to go to the bathroom while they're walking. They may just get a little bit on their back legs.
That's not fun, Dad.
Okay, why don't you turn it in and let's go the other way. Good job, bud. Man, she's doing awesome.
It's not the horse, Dad.
You're full of crap. Hey, you're doing good, bud. If you didn't hear, Blake said it's not the horse. When he gets cocky like that, I get worried that he's gonna get bucked off and you're all gonna watch it. Okay, go ahead and pull back and let's stop. Okay, she doesn't know stop yet, but that's okay. Good job, man. This is awesome. Perfect first stride. What do you want me to do? Yeah, go ahead and turn towards me. Get her to... Man, she's doing awesome. Want to ask her to go into a lope?
This is almost too small of a round pin for it.
We can do it. Watch. That's awesome. Let's not go too hard on her. Man, what an awesome first ride. What do you think, bud?
I think she's doing awesome. She'll be a fun one just to keep taking from here.
So
Hop
first,
on, Dad. Your turn.
First ride on Dolly. And for you Dolly Parton fans, educate Blake here. Man, she has done awesome. We love this horse. So to go back, back to why I keep some horses longer than others. This girl, Dolly, I just see a lot of potential in her. She's got a beautiful color. She's also pregnant, so we're excited to see a baby come from her. And as you could see, she did awesome on that first ride. And so anyway, if we see one with some potential and some maybe they're old enough to start training on right now and they have the disposition and to do it, then that's great. If they have color, that's a bonus, but it's not all about color. The little bay mare that we got the other day is actually kind of an ugly little mare. She's real skinny and not much her color. I love a nice looking bay, but bays are kind of the least favorite color, it seems like. Bays or sorrels. Sorry, I gotta put a little pressure. But if a bay or sorrel is gentle, kid broke, then it doesn't matter how ugly they are or what color they are. And that little bay, we'll show you how Blake did on her the other day. She's got a lot. Well, Blake just got home from a varsity basketball game and we had a little bit of daylight and I said, please get on this mare. Blake did awesome.
Please, I'll ride any horse gladly.
Blake does love to ride. Look at that, she's not even balking at this stuff, bud. Now, she still plow reins. Obviously, he's got to pull her in the direction he wants to go. She doesn't neck rein yet, but he's just getting her to... That's awesome. That really is. Yeah. Okay, we call these fence stays. And I just put it up in between the two bales of hay. And we'll see. So now it's about a foot off the ground, maybe 18 inches. That's impressive. She didn't jump over it, but she just stepped over no problem. So she's a fun little mare. We'll put her through a lot of obstacles. We'll ride her out in the wash. We'll get her where Blake can jump on bareback or heck, why don't you get off and show how you got on just a second ago. So this is only a 5th ride. She is just so quiet. We didn't put the first when I say 5, right, I think the guy I bought her from, I think he said she'd been ridden 5 times. That was awesome, bud.
Yeah.
She doesn't even balk at that. So he said he had put on about 5 rides, and so he did a great job getting her just gentle and nice. And she's only 2.5 years old, and we're excited about this little project. The other day, she's got a lot of potential to become a kid's horse. So she's about 3 years old. All right, in Samoan, why don't you tell your friends that they should watch our channel?
In Samoan?
Yeah.
Ayoko umaya makamaka mai de channel. This is a Palmer family channel, Route 66. Right?
The farm on Route 66.
Farm 66. Yeah, I go for more price. If you guys watch the channel, you guys will get a price. Right? They do a giveaway on the channel. So if you guys don't watch, you guys gonna miss out. So yeah, all my Samoans and Tongans, man, subscribe and go watch this channel, man. It's a family channel. It's for you and your family to watch and have fun.
Look at, you're making that hat look really good right there.
Yeah, see? I got a giveaway right here. I got like a couple of them. I got different colors of all the hats, so.
Awesome. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
All right. So, knowing that our friend Saw was coming to visit us, we traded a horse for a couple pigs, and then I bought a third pig. And Saw had told us that in Samoa you want a size 2 pig, and we asked him, well, what's a size 1 and a size 3? He said, I don't know. I was just told to go buy a size 2, and so here we go.
Size 2 right here.
This is a size 2. I did good.
Yeah, you did good. Tongan Samoans like it this size right here because they're like, the meat is so nice and it just tastes different than a big one, a big size of pig. So this one is, man, it's perfect. We call it size 2.
All right, the next time you come through, we'll have to cook one of these.
Heck yeah.
You'll have to show us how to do it.
All right.
Our friend Simi from Tonga. Did I say that right? My friend Simi from Tonga. Now I have a Samoan son and a Tongan son. These guys are awesome. They've become great friends. And Simi's we've cooked one with him before. He showed us how to pit one. And roast one. But we'll get one of these and show you how to make kalua pork. And anyway, we're excited to show you in a future video. It's just February 1st, but we've got babies here on the farm. Look how cute those are.